Our luxury. Della Jansi is here. He is an entrepreneur. And Kofi Osai Asare works in the finance sector. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
How are we all doing this morning?
Doing well.
Very well.
All right. So before you answer my question, let's go out and hear what Ghanaians have had to say. This is what people have to say about education. Would you marry someone who is less educated than you?
I will not marry anyone that is less educated than I am, because I'm a woman and a Christian for that matter, and so I would have to submit to that man that I get married to. And so if the man is not more educated than I am, there's a likelihood that he may not have a broader perspective to so many things, and it will be difficult for me to respect him, because he may, whilst I am thinking at a level of 10, he will be thinking at a level of 5. That's going to cause a lot of confusion. It's going to bring a lot of misunderstanding for us. And so it would look like I would not be able to submit to such a man. And so I don't think I would ever love to marry somebody who is less educated than I am, especially as a woman.
Like, marry someone who is less educated than me, it would be very difficult. It's just like mixing water with oil. It can be possible. There's always going to be that conflict, yeah. And because if, like, he wants to go east, they want to go west, you understand? So if we had power, that's maybe in the middle, that would be okay. But someone who is less educated, yeah, it will be very difficult.
I would date someone who is less educated, because sometimes it doesn't really matter whether the person has formal education. It only depends on the informal one, and if he has common sense and can handle himself very well, can read and write, we are good to go. It doesn't really matter. He or she should have an education that is really extreme or something. That's why education is the key to success right now, but informal education right now is also the key.
So I guess for me, having a lower education level than myself honestly wouldn't really matter. The thing that would matter to me would be at least having an undergraduate degree, so at least having a bachelor's degree. And that's not, it comes from a place from at least knowing that the person that's with you can engage with you on a certain level, think with you on a certain level. So yeah, at least I think, yeah, for going forward, it will have to be, I think, at least an undergraduate degree, just for that level.
I think that the person should marry someone who is also educated. I mean, at least has a close education level like him or her. Because I know a few examples where the people had arguments and the other person was less educated, brought it up and said, oh, you think because you have a master's degree, you have a doctorate, so I'm not worth it, and you don't think I'm making sense, So to be on the safer side, you just have to get someone whose level of education, it's if not the same as yours, but then close. But hey, at the end of the day, it's all about understanding. It's all your understanding. And I think that at the end of the day, if you guys understand each other, you love each other, you're ready to be there for each other, why should that be an obstacle? Why should that be a problem?
Should I marry someone who is less educated? Well, unless this person is willing to develop himself or probably already on the path to developing himself further.
But a less educated processing. Marriage is about communication. So what we even talk about? Because we need to understand each other. But less educated, yeah, actually, no lie.
So wait. If he's less educated, you can't even understand what he says.
That's apparently what she means.
And this is the person who spoke to you. All of them. Okay, anyway. So those were the responses that you gave us when we asked you about education. Now, what's about money? Would you end up with someone who has more money than you?
Definitely earns more. Why not? Hey, If he earns more than me, all the better. I mean, life is easier with a little more money.
If he earns a little more, less than I do, I don't mind. I mean, as long as he's doing what he's supposed to do with his money and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do with my money, we don't have a problem.
Yes, I'd prefer to marry somebody who earns more than you and still on the same point, because the man is supposed to provide for the family. The woman is supposed to support. Yes, there may be times and seasons where the table turns and the woman earns more than the man. But when you see that the man is humble and the man is truthful and willing to, work with you, it's easier to live with such a person. But if the person earns more than you and also is very bossy and all of that, that's not also right. So I would not somebody who earns more than me. Well, that will not be a bad idea.
I think the traditional roles of male and female have changed. And so, if the person is not going to make it a point over you, and I think this goes both ways, either male or female. If the person is always not going to make it stand out, the fact that they earn more than you do, it's going to work out. But if the two of you are going to come together and make it work, yeah, why not? Getting the right person is hard as it is these days. You don't really have the luxury to be nitpicking.
As far as someone who earns more than me, unfortunately, being a woman, I feel like that is a better option for the sake of his ego, because as much as we like to think it doesn't exist, the male ego is very well catered for and very well massaged in this part of the world. And so I would marry someone who earns more than me.
I would prefer a man who makes more money than I do. And the reason is that a man who makes more money than I do will be in a better position to help me to give, especially the children, the life that they would want or they would desire.
And as for money, oh no, that's not a problem at all. I don't think anybody should be self-conscious about their partner earning more than them. I don't think that should have any kind of problems at all, because at least somebody, I don't think it's a competition. It's not really, you're getting married to somebody, you shouldn't be like, it's a competition, me as a man I have to earn more. Nah, man, like, chuck your ego to the side. You have somebody that's willing and able to bring more into the plate and to help the family. That should be a good thing, and it should be a good thing that your wife is earning more than you. You should be happy about that. You should be proud about that. Yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Can I marry somebody that makes more money than I do? Why not? Your money is my money is your money. So it's a joint effort in catering for a family. So if you make more money than I do, sure, why not? If I make more money than you do, let's do this.
All right, it's still live on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Interesting responses coming from you in the audience, and we want to hear all of your messages. 0244340 Would you marry someone who is less educated than you? I have a feeling from the responses that I heard that the men are more open to the idea of marrying someone who is less educated. My brother's in the studio, is that right?
Yeah, very true. Yeah,
all
absolutely.
right, but the ladies less educated. The silence
we
says
could
it all.
surprise you, We are here to surprise you.
Yeah, surprising as well.
But you see, the way you paused when I asked the question, it says enough.
We wanted to look at your facial expressions. Then,
interesting.
Then we shoot.
Okay, so Mami, tell me, would you end up with someone who is less educated?
I wouldn't mind at all.
Really?
I wouldn't mind, not at all. I know that first of all, both traditional and biblical. You know, the notion is that the man is the head of the house. The man is the leader of the house. So yes, you must have a man you look up to, a man who can take control of the home. But should that control necessarily come from a man because he has a degree or a master's degree, or a man who is wise and who is wise and can think?
But Mami, for this is someone who has not been to the university, and then he tells you how to invest the money. He's the man.
He thinks. I mean, so far as I can respect him, so far as I believe in him, so far as I respect his opinions, I don't have a problem with it at all. I think that, you see, relationships, first of all, we should focus on communication. First of all, I want to go out with a man or marry a man that I connect with. That's my first thing. Do I connect with you? Do I enjoy your company? Do I laugh when I'm with you? You know, these are the important things. Do I get that respect I'm looking for from you? And can I respect you? Can I take you out, to meet my friends and my family? These are the things I'm looking out for. And if I can do that, it really doesn't matter whether you hold a degree or you don't hold a degree.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
If he didn't finish SHS, can you introduce him to your friends?
Let me tell you, look, these things happen, okay? Sometimes we start as school boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah. We start from Form 2, Form 3. Before you know, he ends up at Form 5, or now SSS. And you continue. And you meet again. And you pick up from where you left off. You have a degree, you have a master's. This guy probably decided to do something, technical. Would you say because of that you won't marry him? If you love him, if he respects you and you respect him? Women have a way of profiling men as soon as they meet them. And that profiling is so important. As soon as a woman, and that's why you don't take women for granted, as soon as a woman meets a man, immediately we profile you. We immediately look for the short-term vision, then we gradually we are looking at, okay, does he fit into my medium-term vision? Then you are like, does he fit into my long-term vision?
And all of that takes how long? I'm just curious. The first
Interesting. No. Do you know what? I would say something. I agree with a few of the points you've mentioned, but I think you forget to realize that in that decision process and thought process and identifying whether the man is right for you, you're not doing it in isolation from society. So what happens is when you're deciding whether this man is right for you, you're also conscious of how other people in your family and around will also see that man as a representation of who you've gone with. So the way women tend to describe him and say, it's not too bad for me to be with this kind of man. What they tend to do subconsciously is they try to describe the kind of man that they want, and they call him uneducated. But really, when you listen to what you're saying, you're describing the type of man you want is an educated man, right? So you're finding yourself, I think when you're in a society where you crave for security, I think human beings, we tend to want to be secure. If you look at Maslow's law, for example, or even from the selfish gene, I think human beings have a strive to want to survive, a survival instincts. So if you're in a society where you see the man as the head of the home, the first thing subconsciously you're thinking about is whether he will be able to provide you the security. And if you're in a society where education is matched with a sense of security, subconsciously you're always going to be thinking about that.
Is it financial security?
Sorry?
Financial
security is a very broad term.
Yeah.
And I think you can have emotional security as well as, everything else.
I think women, we like to look at, we like to consider our emotional security more than our financial security, especially if I'm more educated than the man and I earn a little more than the man. Right. I know that I can take care of the house. I can support him. So can he emotionally support me? Can I feel respected around him? You understand me?
But you don't pay bills with emotion.
Interesting question. What does Maria think?
I would not be with a man that has a lower education level than I do. I feel that as a society, education now holds more value than what anyone would expect in terms of just employment, also security, emotional security, stability, financial responsibilities. These are things that now as a nation, as a society, especially here in Ghana, introducing free SHS, that wasn't posed onto our generation when I'm an 80s baby. And being that I grew up in the States, I had the opportunity of having free education, but so many people my age that lived here didn't. So that just goes to show you that education is not something that now we can say, it's there, it's not there. We want it as women. We want to make sure that when we are picking our lifetime partners, education is one of the highest values that we can see in our partner.
Interesting. So you say he has to be what level of education?
The level of education that I have is a college bachelor degree.
Okay.
Now, if I am looking for a partner, I want that same or a higher level of degree, because also the thinking process, the communication process is different when you meet someone who has a degree versus someone who just graduated from SHS. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but just the level of understanding, the level of communication, the thought process behind political money talks, relationship talks. It's just a different level. So as a woman, when you're talking to your husband, to your boyfriend, you want to have that. You want to have him elevate your thinking. You don't want him to,
You don't want to dumb it down for him.
Hey, why?
You want to be deep.
Yeah, you want him to be not only just be deep, but you want him to make you think higher. You want him to have you go to google.com and research for yourself, so that you're also motivating your thought process. It shouldn't always be the same. I shouldn't have to go to my friends I want to be able to go to my husband, go to my partner to also, learn new things. So education is very important.
Interesting. Adela, where do you weigh in on this?
For women, I think what you said is true. But for men, well, we really don't look out for that much education when we go in for a woman. Sometimes when you go for an overly educated woman, bro.
Do you
know the degrees I have, they make you feel very low sometimes. Yeah, sometimes when you get yourself involved with a woman who is highly educated, maybe somebody's got maybe 2 master's degrees, maybe a PhD. Sometimes when you're trying to conversate, the level of thinking, I don't know, but they feel a little higher than you there.
Okay, so let me ask you, are you intimidated by that? Is it an intimidation?
Personally, I don't feel intimidated by that. But there are people who definitely feel intimidated by that. I don't have a problem with dating or marrying somebody who is higher educated than me or lower. Because for me, I believe education doesn't define marriage in the first place.
But those conversations come up. And you were really drawing a true situation.
What makes education come up is one. Our ladies go out, meet friends. Oh, I'm dating this guy. Oh, so
what does he do?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And a woman wants to be proud enough to, flaunt her man. Oh, my man is able to express himself in public.
My man is a contractor. He hasn't been to school. So what?
No, I'm getting there. Let me just land. What I'm trying to say is, education makes how do you call it? People feel, or should I say, a woman who has a highly educated husband feels very confident whenever she's around.
Maria agrees.
Him.
Yes, that's true.
Amongst people, because she knows that there is no way he's going to probably fumble or maybe say something out of place, because she knows that, oh, my man is educated, so definitely he's going to, he's just going to sell through. When he's not educated, you find that women tend to hide their men. They are not able to actually, bring them out,
irrespective of how street smart they might be.
They can't easily flaunt them because they feel. Maybe the education level is low. When we meet in public, he may end up saying stuff. You love him, you love his sense of humor and everything, but you feel his sense of humor is just for you alone. It doesn't go out.
And that's a societal pressure. That's what I was saying. So for example, you may personally have a relationship with this man, but because you feel that society doesn't allow you to really embrace that.
That's the thing.
Okay, Maria seems to agree on this point, but let me find out from Mamifa, which is why I was asking the specific question of if he's not as educated as your friends would expect him to be, would going out with him be an issue?
I think that we've allowed society to stereotype us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That is why we have more women going to churches and crying that they don't have husbands. For me, it doesn't matter. What kind of background are you coming from? What kind of environment did you grow up in? Are you a confident woman yourself? If you're a confident woman yourself and you're looking for love and happiness, honestly, it doesn't matter what level of it. I'm not saying stark illiterate. Of course, that will not work. But if I'm a master's holder, okay, and my husband does not have a first degree, but, finished high school, what is wrong with marrying him? If I love him, he probably is a contractor. He probably is he has his own job. And men like that, half the time, they're self-employed. They have their own jobs. They earn income. For me, so far as, I believe most women look out for what will make them happy. Who makes you happy? And I started my intro by saying that, do I gel with this person? Can I laugh around this person? Can I feel proud around this person? My long-term vision is, would I want to have children with him? You remember I mentioned short-term vision, medium-term vision, and all of that. Your first-term vision is, how do we connect? How and connection comes in so many ways. Sometimes it's even who makes love to me and I don't want to be with any other person. Right. You understand me?
Good day.
It's very important. It's very important. And beyond that, there are other things that you have to look out for. Can he also support me at home?
Right.
Because
right.
I probably would have a permanent job, and he is self-employed.
Right.
Can he help me, pay the bills? I have seen so many stories, real life stories, where we have a lawyer marrying her, her college boyfriend, who is a primary school teacher because he doesn't have a first degree. Their plan, the woman's plan. Okay, so the man provides for meals in the house because he comes home much earlier than the woman. Make sure and the woman pays school fees, buys the plot of land. He's helping build a dream. So the house that they are building is the woman's, money.
Okay.
But she doesn't make noise about it.
Okay.
She loves the man because the man is there for her 24/7. The man has her back.
Can we agree that that's a minority?
It is growing. Our society is changing, that is what we have to recognize.
Let's allow the others to chime
changing.
in.
More women are being educated than men.
Mamifa, let's allow the guys to chime in for 30 seconds each.
You said something. You said that you don't mind if it makes you laugh, it makes you happy.
Okay.
Those are within your, core space. What about outside?
Right. Which is
what
you know what, guys.
Unfortunately, we.
Guys, you know what? It's 5 minutes past 9. I need to take the Joy Business Minute, but I will say this on record that Mamifa, I've asked this question twice. You have not given me a direct answer. When we come back, I want the question of, if he's less educated and you step out with your friends, how would you feel? I want just the answer to that question.
That's the issue.
When I come back,
you'll get it when we come back.
It's a new day, time for the Joy Business Minute with me, Karen. The Ministry of Trade and Industry is assuring entrepreneurs of government's full support as Ghana and the rest of the continent gets ready to implement the Continental Free Trade Agreement. The support includes development of flexible capital schemes for SMEs. Insurance consultant Dr. Daniel Sedo is advising local firms to merge with other local firms to help meet the new capital levels and prevent foreign takeovers. This follows the increase in the minimum capital requirement for insurance firms by more than 200%. The Private Enterprise Federation, PEF, has described the increase in utility tariffs as unacceptable. President of PEF, Nanose Bonzo, has warned that the hike in utility prices will in turn see an increase in the cost of goods and services in the coming weeks. And car giant Ford has said it is planning to cut about 12,000 jobs across its European operations by the end of 2020. The car maker is trying to cut costs and restructure its European business, which is losing money. And those are your latest stories. Enjoy the rest of the day.
May the odds be in your favor this soccer season for some cool chop from media. This no be bet and hopo. It be definite win. No kululu. Starting from 1,599 Ghana cedis, buy any media AC and get a free fan. Buy a double door fridge for 749 Ghana cedis. Chill your drinks and keep your food fresh. And in addition, get a free blender. Cooking just got better with just 649 Ghana cedis for a gas cooker and a free toaster plus so much more. My sister, my brother, the odds are definitely in your favor with Media Soccer promo, affordable prices, and so many gifts. Forget BBR. Visit our showrooms and authorized resellers across Ghana.
A great journey lies ahead of us all, but we all have different paths carved out for us. When choosing your path, make sure you choose a partner you can trust, a partner with integrity who will always stand with you and give you the support you need when you need it. No matter who you are and where you are in your journey in life, you are very significant, and so is the path you're on. Consolidated Bank Ghana cherishes financial security as much as you do and shares the same values as you, and that is why we are the right financial partner to stand with you. We are now one of the largest banks in Ghana, and we are ready to partner and work with you. CBG, we stand with you.
In partnership with Joy FM and National Theatre, Roverman Productions presents an Ever-Wide play titled I Want Your Wife.
You do not fool me, Abner. You don't fool me. You think I do not know that you've always wanted to marry your boy for his money?
And why not? I married you for nothing. I may as well marry your boy for money.
Hey, Abner, when did you get to be like this?
I got to be like this when you sat down in church like an Egyptian mummy that has smoked weed and said nothing when that girl said our marriage was a mistake.
I Want Your Wife shows on the 6th, 7th, 13th, and 14th July 2019. Venue, National Theatre. Rates, 80 Ghana cedis. Time, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day. Tickets available at Joy FM and all usual outlets. For deliveries, WhatsApp 050-554-6030. Sponsors, Bond Savings and Loans, Crush Fruit Juice, Old Mutual Life Assurance Company Limited, and Passion Air. Media partners, Adum TV, Joy Prime, Joy News, MyJoyOnline.com, Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
It's here again. The much anticipated Hearty Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Fair is here again. The experience, the B2B matchmaking sessions were rewarding. This year's edition promises to be much more exciting with variety of fruit and vegetable products on display. Come source for your quality fruit and vegetables, connect with agribusiness artists, or exhibit your produce. Exhibitors can call 024-967-2135, 024-967-2135. or email exhibition@heartyfresh.org. Exhibition opens from July 2nd to 5th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Theme: promoting quality fruits and vegetables for a competitive domestic and export sector. Side attraction: July 2nd, opening ceremony. July 3rd, seminars. July 4th, Hearty Fresh Business Platform meeting and award ceremony. Attendance is free. Don't miss out.
Kofi, your ceiling be smooth, bright and fine, Papa.
That's an understatement. It dey blink like 80 carats white gold. This be Interface plasterboard ceilings. Smooth, bright, and long-lasting. Everybody where they come here, they fill up. Where they direct them go Interface Limited for world-class quality.
If you're involved in new property development, renovation, or decoration, the right place for you is Interface Limited. Call us on 0274-999999 or visit our website at www.interfacelimited.com.
The MPS Terminal 3 is an ultra-modern container terminal fitted with the most advanced gantry cranes in the world and terminal operating systems. The terminal has automated its processes for entry and exiting the port, including gate operating systems, truck appointment systems with biometric access control for drivers, and license plate recognition for vehicles. All truck drivers who pick up or drop containers at the port must register to use the new port systems. The registration is free. You will need a valid driver's license and DVLA sticker. Registration is taking place at MPS Terminal 3 GPHA. You can also find our mobile registration van within the Tema Metropolis or call to get the location on 055-970-4824. Registration times are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mondays to Saturdays at MPS Terminal 3 and 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. for the mobile registration van. Register now before the new port opens on 28th June. MPS, we connect, you thrive.
At UBA, we pay close attention to your every detail, making you feel like a VIP every time you visit us. We have the strongest financial and technological background, making us #1 in risk management. We have offices in New York, Paris, and London, and presence in 20 countries across Africa. UBA has successfully operated in Ghana for almost 15 years, with 28 branches throughout the country. Visit us today at a branch near you. UBA, Africa's global bank.
Coffee in your cup. Coffee in your cup. And Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
Now here on your Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Thanks for staying with us. Yeah. Today is the Are You My Co-Equal edition of the Friday Relationship Debate. Would you really marry him if he was less educated than you? In the studio with me, Maria, Mamiefua, Della, and Kofi Osai. Social media messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and Telecel 4G Just a Touch. The brand new Abel White play, I Want Your Wife. Is she more educated than you? Anyway. I Want Your Wife shows at the National Theatre on the 6th, the 7th, the 13th, and the 14th of July at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. daily. Come get your ticket at Joy FM or WhatsApp 050-554-6030 for details, inquiries, and deliveries. I Want Your Wife. Terms and conditions apply. Roverman Productions, be the difference. No matter your level of education, when you get married, you need a kitchen. Whoever does the cooking, whether it's the man, like my dad does a lot of cooking, or it's the woman.
There's a name for it.
So buy a modern and ready-to-fix kitchen from Spain at Chemo Home. Free delivery and installation within Accra. Different colors and models available to suit your style. For more details, contact Chemo Home on 0244 030411 or 0302 233224, or visit their showrooms at South Industrial Area, opposite STC, or Spintex, opposite Energy Bank. This June, get up to a 50% discount on selected world-class home, outdoor, and office furniture. So if she's a working woman, you can gift her a nice desk or something, you know. I'm giving the guys ideas. Listen to the Super Morning Show, you don't know. Take advantage of this juicy offer and restyle your home, apartment, and office for far less. Visit our showrooms in Accra, along the Spintex Road, and in Kumasi at Asokwa, opposite Guinness Breweries for your discounts. Promo ends on 29th June 2019. Think home, think Oka. Okay, so we did not forget the question to Mamiefua when we went on the break. So this will take like 30 seconds. Allow me to say it. Mamiefua, you're more educated than he is. You know his R&L is not exactly the best. So you go out for dinner with your girlfriends because all your girlfriends are bringing their men. One of them is the CEO of Multimedia, who is the host of the Super Morning Show. Can I get an amen? Okay, but you're there with Lebu, and this other guy orders spaghetti bolognese, and his wife is like, oh yeah, we eat that all the time. And then Lebu says, Borodien.
Talia.
Talia na Okano. What do you do?
Look, first of all, being educated does not mean knowing it all. You understand me?
Yeah.
I believe that if you are not that educated, you could be wise as well. You could have some sort of wisdom. And let me come to your question, okay? That was just to establish my...
Because we're avoiding this again.
Look, the way I portray my man out there is the way my friends will respect him. It doesn't matter. I mean, first of all, not being educated does not mean he cannot dress. And it doesn't mean he cannot speak. And it doesn't mean he does not have style. The way I'm educated, so I'll make sure that I groom him as well, because he's married to an educated person. And that should make a difference in his life. The way he dresses, the way he appears in public should be thought by me. You understand me? Mm-hmm. So even if we go out with friends whose husbands or boyfriends are a lot more educated than mine, I would have tutored him how to behave in public in a way. I mean, some men are that humble and they will listen. I will not lord it over him, but I'll say, you know what, we're going here. Be comfortable with yourself. Don't do anything you're not comfortable with. And if my friends are going for sophisticated meals or continental meals, I'll say we will stick to something traditional and local. I mean, my husband will know kebab in any restaurant.
Or chichinga.
Or chichinga in any restaurant. So we'll stick to what we know and we'll stick to what we are most comfortable with. You know, if I let my friends know that I appreciate this man, I love him, I respect him, they will love him and respect him too. So, you know, it shouldn't be a problem.
So in other words, you would have kept him at home for 6 months before introducing him.
No, I haven't.
That's what it sounds like.
That is not how it sounds.
Okay, one person.
The thing is that the man himself would be interested in me because he knows that we will rub off each other. We will learn from each other. Some people are just street smart. Some people are smart. They have. I mean, they have. What's the word?
You know what's coming from. Listen, you have suffered, but you've appreciated. No, I'll allow Dele's final comment on this one before we quickly touch on money.
You said something that before you step out, you tell him, boss, if you go, you know that.
Because Dee said that. I mean, the scenario was that.
Yeah, that's the scenario. But then
place.
The fact is that before you step out to meet those friends of yours, and then you tell your husband, bros, I beg, I mean, let's do this, don't do that.
No, I'll tell him to be very comfortable in his skin.
You don't even have to tell him in the first place because you're going to kill his confidence. You don't even have to tell him.
So you're homeschooling him.
You are not actually impressed with
one at a time.
Okay,
people of God, you know something? Your mics are off. One at a time. The conversation is nice, but I just need one person.
Yes, I want to get there. You see, by that comment alone, it tells it all that you are not happy with his educational level. You feel when he goes there, he might,
To be fair, Della, she didn't refer to his educational level.
I didn't.
She referred to his reaction to some of our societal norms,
which
may come with education, but it will be unfair to make that direct link, right? Anyway, it's 18 minutes past 9, and you guys have been feeling very comfortable. So I want to come to you first, Kofi Osai. That's why I've been talking plenty in that corner.
Okay, let's do it.
If she makes more money than you.
If she makes more money than me, I'm absolutely fine with that.
You're fine with it?
Absolutely.
Really? Let me ask you your question.
Okay.
So you want your kids to go to a more modest school. She says she wants a more expensive school. It's not because of money, but she immediately assumes that's the point.
Okay.
Isn't that a problem?
I think that depends on your relationship dynamic. So, for example, she earning more money than me, that could be her earning 100,000, I earn 88,000. That's still a lot of money. That's one.
Oh, boss, you know what I'm talking about.
Think about it this way. Decisions like that, right? Those are based on the fact that she knows your situation as a relationship, right? So you know what you guys can afford together and what you can't. So I don't think that particular scenario is a problem. Now, most people would say, you know what, there's an ego thing where a man wouldn't feel comfortable with, his wife earning more. I think that's on a case-by-case basis. I think it just depends on the dynamics, how comfortable the person is, how confident they are, and particularly in what sort of society they grow up in. I mean, I've grown up in a society where that's not really much of an issue. But being in Ghana, I can see where there are cases where that is an issue. But that really depends on how you work your own dynamics. I don't think it's an issue at all.
Della, how does it work for you?
For me, it's okay. I don't mind.
You don't?
I don't mind.
You were earlier talking about how if a woman is more educated, it becomes a problem.
You see, yes, this is money, bros. No, everybody likes money, right? And first of all, the kind of relationship I have with my woman, who is richer than I am, who has more money than I am, that is going to actually be the basis of everything. Because if we have a good relationship, right, and then she earns more than I do, but the relationship is great, I don't think the money aspect will be a problem.
Absolutely.
For me. I hope you understand. Decisions on what to buy, where kids are supposed to go to school, like, definitely we are going to have a, sit down, talk about it, and then at the end of the day, we'll come to a compromise.
But who compromises? Anyway, let me come to Maria here. Men sometimes feel intimidated, yes or no?
Yes, they do. They do. And the problem is most women that hold high degrees have a level of education that is above their man or the partner, makes more money than their partner, tend to find it very difficult to find a lifetime partner or married material partner because of the insecurities that come with that man. Being that when a woman makes more money than a man, she's told to make sure that she has her household set up to where the man is not feeling any type of restrictions or feeling like she's overruling him, or there's so many types of I would say what's the word I'm trying to say? There's so many types of level of things that she has to go through to allow the man to feel like he's the man. Whereas a man that makes more money in the relationship, he doesn't have to go through all of that. He doesn't have to strategize. How do I talk to her about, I want to buy a new car? If he wants to buy a new car, hey, babe, I saw this car. I think I want to get it.
I just bought a new car.
I just bought a new car. But when a woman makes the money and also maybe makes most of the financial decisions because she's in that place, she has to think about how she's going to tell that or communicate that to her husband and still make him feel like he has a voice or he is heard or he is seen in the marriage. So I think insecurity plays a big part, even though men say, I don't have a problem. The thing is, you may not have a problem, but the thought process of how she's going to handle the money responsibilities can be a problem.
Mamiefwa, can you honestly respect someone who earns less than you?
Yes. You see, I can because, you see, it's not just about money. It's about how we communicate what we have. It's about how we can always look up to each other and respect each other. So, yes, I will be able to. I believe that at the end of the day, if a woman can also provide in her home and make her husband and children happy, there shouldn't be a problem with that.
What if he tells you how to use the money you have made?
Half the time, because we want the women, we don't want the men to feel insecure. We allow them to also dictate to us so that they feel a part of it. That is when the men, overstep their bounds.
Overstep their bounds.
But it can be managed, because half the time, if I have we probably would have will be signatories to a particular account, so he can withdraw whatever he wants to withdraw, and you do that deliberately so that he's confident in his skin, so that he would also know that, look, even though my wife has more money, she has given me access to it. So we sit down and say, this week I have taken this out of the account. This week, how much have you taken out of the account? If there's that regular reconciliation, there's that regular communication, I don't think there should be a problem.
Regular reconciliation makes it sound like a business review.
She's right.
Guys, before we go ahead, just a second, guys. Before you like talking. Okay, it's 25 minutes past 9. I'm opening the phone line, so you can call 0302-216-541 before the first caller comes in, Della.
You see, what she said is true. It's communication, respect.
Yes, absolutely.
I know a couple that the woman makes more than the man, but every time she wants the man to be the one to, do stuff, take the money, go do whatever they have to do with it. I hope you understand. So, but then sometimes the man feels a little
out of place.
Though.
Yes.
But he still has the confidence that, yes, I'm still the man, because, as the head of the house, he has to be able to do some stuff. So when the money comes like that, they flow.
Okay.
It's about the way the two of you are in the marriage.
It's about the way the two of you flow.
That's the thing.
Interesting.
If your flow is bad, definitely,
You
everything
should flow like water.
Well, let me ask you this, right? So if you were in a relationship where a woman makes more money than you, and she has an account, you don't have access to it, but she gives you maybe some allowance a week, to take care of your things. How do you feel as a man?
Especially if she calls it allowance.
Because that is really what most men do. They make the money, they have the account. The woman may not have access to the account, and she's supposed to be okay with it. So how would you feel as a man knowing that you do not have access to your wife's account?
Okay. Well, that will depend on the situation on the ground. Because one, probably you were working and then you lost your job.
No, but answer.
No, I'm getting there.
Okay.
You were working and you lost your job.
Okay.
So the woman is the one taking care of everything. So she gives you money every week, every month. That is a different situation altogether. But unlike a situation where the woman is just rich, you came into the marriage without anything. That's a different situation altogether too. So with that one, you came in without anything.
Right.
Naturally, you knew that the woman is rich and you came in. So whatever you get, you take it. You are cool with it.
Okay.
But then if you were working, probably doling out money all the time, and all of a sudden something happens.
So
you
in that
lose your
second
job.
situation, how do you feel?
Yeah.
In the second situation, definitely you feel bad as a man.
Interesting.
But whatever the reason.
Okay, we will take the phone lines after a brief batch of messages. But be at the 5th Horti Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Fair happening at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel from July 2 to 5 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. The theme is promoting quality fruits and vegetables for a competitive domestic and export market. Register now to be an exhibitor. Interested exhibitors can call 024-967-2135 or send an email to hortifresh@snd.org. Attendance is free. Data tidbit for today: how to save data on Instagram. Go to your profile and tap settings, tap account cellular data usage. Do I see someone going on his phone to do that now? Next to use less data, tap to toggle on. Now here's one thing you can do after the show. Switch to MTN 4G Plus today and experience super fast internet speed. Visit mtn.com.gh for more details. # we day for you everywhere you go. The phone line's open when we come back. Stay with us.
Daddy, I bet you enjoyed your trip abroad.
Oh, yes. It was worth every peso. And the experience was breathtaking. The beautiful environment, the culture, and the food. Oh, my. Until I got terribly sick.
Perhaps from eating too many new dishes.
But thanks to my Glyco travel insurance policy, all my medical bills were paid for the 3 days that I was on admission.
Really? Glyco travel insurance policy?
Yes, my dear. Glyco travel insurance is the best. Look, it covers medical and emergency services, personal assistance services, emergency return home, personal liability such as legal defense fee, loss of baggage, personal accidents, trip cancellation, or even delayed departure. And even these are the ones I remember off my head.
Yes, Glyco Travel Insurance has a worldwide cover and widely accepted by embassies, both Shenzhen and non-Shenzhen. Visit any of our Glyco offices nationwide or call 020-422-113 or 055-5305-547 for ready assistance from our experienced support team. Be safe, travel protected, and have a peace of mind. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
At Afrodan, we believe that many of the problems people have with their health is as a result of the way they sit. In other words, your chair can kill you. Here's Dr. Marcus Mann of the Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
What you have to remember is that the spine is the lifeline to your body, and posture is the window to that spine. Now, posture is affected by your daily activities and habits like sitting. That's why at the Chiropractic and Wellness Centers, we recommend what I believe to be the best chairs available for preventing not only subluxations, but also other health problems that you may not be aware of. And that's Rabami and Mobilex chairs. Unfortunately, on a daily basis, I have to correct the effects of this poor sitting habit in our businessmen and businesswomen. Always remember, optimum spine equals optimum health.
So, for the sake of your health, buy Robami or Mobilex chairs from Afrodan. We are on the first floor of the Swansea Shopping Arcade. Telephone 663-085.
Let's go,
My name is Kwame Sefakai, and most of you know me as a media personality, but I am also a family man. The UMB mobile banking app, UMB Speed App, saves me so much time by letting me do almost all of my banking transactions on my phone. The cardless withdrawal feature allows me to withdraw cash from any UMB ATM without an ATM card. I can also pay bills, transfer money, request for a loan, invest money, and so much more. So now, I can spend less time at the bank and more time with the ones I love. Bank anywhere and anytime with a UMB mobile banking app, UMB Speed App, and get the time to do what you love most. Download the UMB Speed App from your Android, iOS, or Windows phone today. Call 0302-633-988 for more information. UMB Speed App, Digibank, let's go!
It's our passion, it's our game. Samsung Harvest will remain with this football season here. Samsung.
It's football season again, and the Samsung Stadium is packed with so many giveaways. With the Sham like goals, buy a 32-inch satellite TV for 949 Ghana cedis, or the 55-inch ultra high definition for 3,999 Ghana cedis, and get a satellite decoder instantly. Plus other gifts like Bluetooth speakers and even mobile phones. With our twin cooling plus fridge, you win a free microwave, and buying our washing machine gets you a free iron and many other gifts. Take advantage. Score big with the Samsung Soccer Passion promotion. Visit a Samsung store or authorized reseller near you now. Samsung, our passion, our game.
Promo way there, I had the. Some you see me mumu. If you say MTN, Echimachedia no, Edia two table. Brand new Samsung 65-inch UHD Smart TV. Na brand new 2019 Hyundai. And I feel 3,000 Ghana there. You should say mono. MTN Momo. Still, Misaka, the journey of 1,000 smiles. Yes, I see 10 years ago. And to celebrate this milestone, MTN give you away exciting prizes in the MTN Momo Attend promo. Yeah, you use Momo no. You could win one of the 2019 Hyundai i10 cars. Yes, some of Samsung Smart TVs for baby. And they up to 3,000 cedis e-cash every month. And a grand prize, 2019 Hyundai Santa Fe in the MTN Momo Attend promo. Into signing on and they keep using your MTN Momo. Now when you big, if it's happening, you see August only on Ghana's best network. Dial *120#. Now check your points. Terms and conditions apply. Just Momo it. We're there for you everywhere you go.
Refresh your knowledge in Media Sales 2019 at the African Media Advertising Sales Summit, AFRIMAS. Learn from a cross-section of experts, upgrade your sales tactics, and connect new prospects at AFRIMAS 2019. Speakers include Emmanuel Odum, General Manager, Viswim Ghana, Bright Logicbo, Managing Director, PhD Media Ghana, Miriam Ajiman Bwahin, Head of Digital Banking, Standard Chartered, Magben Edua Samoa, Chief Executive Officer, Prime Network Limited, Kojo Apia, Chief Executive Officer, BTL Africa, Maximus Amatogo, Managing Director, Pop Out Ghana, Jesse Japan, Managing Partner, Afiba Consulting. On this year's theme, Future of Media Sales in the Media Marketplace, the prospects, challenges, and opportunities. Summit Moderator, Rudy Kwachi, the Rave Group, and Summit Host, Raymond Smith, Afrimas Ghana. Join this knowledge conclave on Friday, 28th June 2019 at Alisa Hotel, Northridge, Accra, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for only 200 CDs. To register, call 0243-024-552 or dial *713*3492#. Afrimas 2019 is sponsored by Treasured Memories, Baltic Natural Mineral Water, Janet Services, Aegis Home Healthcare, Shelter Mart, Swap Ad, Get It Ghana, Starter Pack Breakfast on the Go, Beautiful Beneath, Vedant Global Business Solution, BTL Africa, and Empowerment Worship Center, CS Media, IV The Broker, GhanaWeb.com, Jobberman, and Muse Africa, Joy FM, Hits FM, Joy Business, PrimeNewsGhana.com, and MyJoyOnline.com. African Media Advertising Sales Summit, AFRIMAS 2019, sharing solutions in media sales.
Business models are critical to business growth and winning with customers. If you see a business that's winning, then you are looking at a business with a solid business model. What about your business? I know you want to grow and win. So join Thompson Chua and others for the Business Model Innovation Workshop on Tuesday, July 9 at the Tomric Hotel, East Legon, so you too can grow and win so much more. If you're coming with someone, you get a discount of 15%, and the first 10 to register also get a discount. Call 0273 188533 to register.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
And it's 24 minutes, so we wrap up the entire Super Morning Show for today. And it's the last Super Morning Show for the month of June. Wow. You can imagine. I'm opening the phone lines now on 0302 216 541 0244 340 437. The question is, would you marry her if she was more rich than you are? Would you marry him if he was less educated than you are? Tell me. 0302 216 541. Good morning, Didi. I like the topic you're discussing. I like it too. But please ask the lady who wants the educated man that if an educated man who doesn't make her happy, and if she meets someone like that, and she meets a less educated man who makes her happy, who will she choose? But I like Mami Ifua. Please say a good morning to her for me. I'm Michael Na for Media iPod Pig Farm. Please qualify the like, Michael, please. All right, then I have my first caller on the line. This is Sam from Tessano. Good morning, Sam. Unfortunately, I've lost Sam there. Good morning, please. I want to remain anonymous. You didn't add your name to the message. Please, I'm married for close to 5 years now. I hold a first degree in a Greek extension. My wife did not complete JSS or JHS. We are living successfully. She speaks Twi perfectly well than I do, even though she's an ever. Currently, because she is self-employed, she earns more than I do. I try to provide counsel and savings. We are living happily. So in conclusion, I'm for all the two motions. My secret is that her structure and color perfectly fits my profile. And someone says thank you. And I love her for who she is. We have one adoring daughter. Thank you. You can.
That's beautiful.
All right. Kwating from Teshi is on the line. Good morning, Kwating.
Good morning, Daniel.
Let's hear you.
Okay, I wanted to ask, what is really education?
Tell me, what do you think is education?
So people assume like being to university, that is really education. Yes, it's part of education. But when we are talking about education, we are talking about what you can use your mind and your hand to do. So a KK seller is an educated person, but you have to know how to read and write, purposely to read God's word. So we always attribute education to those who have attended to school. But after attending to school, what do? They go around and looking for jobs, whereby somebody has used his mind to create something. We don't attribute education to those people.
Sam, thank you very much for your thoughts there. Nicholas is calling from New Ningo. Good morning, Nico.
Good morning.
Nico, your radio is too loud, though. Please turn it off.
Oh, okay.
Yes, let's hear you.
Yeah, I think that because the Bible says the man is the head of the family, we mostly think that the man should have more money. The main thing is if they care about each other, it doesn't matter. As long as they are earning enough money, both sides, I think they can move on. That's what I think.
Thank you very much, Nicholas. Level of education doesn't matter. It's about the heart. The ideal man should be able to provide for a home in all situations. The last caller is from Osekom, Richard. Good morning, Richard.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Richard Opoko from Peace and Love Hospital, Kumasi.
All right.
Well, over the years, I've come to the realization that socioeconomic compatibility is a huge factor in life. So if you and your partner don't share similar values in terms of education and intellectual curiosity, it will be quite difficult. Besides, education is also a signaling mechanism. But for me personally, I don't equate education with intelligence. As long as she has goals and plans for her life, absolutely we are good to go. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Richard from Kumasi. All right. say thank you. No last words. Thank you very much, Maria, Mamiefwa, Della, and of course Kofi for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Awesome. Let the conversation continue. What do you really think at home? Does education and level of earning matter? And what should really inform the relationship? What we try to do this morning is we try to paint the reality of how much it affects compatibility in terms of conversation and in terms of life decisions. But in the end, love should really conquer all. It's 90 minutes, so we wrap up today's Super Morning Show. We're going to take these important messages, and our friends from MTN will join us. Stay with us.
Catch the soccer feeling and win big with a NASCO Soccer Fever promotion with so much more excitement on our reduced prices and gifts. From as low as 449 Ghana cedis, you are assured of watching all the live action, the goals, and the tackles on NASCO TVs. Soccer your eyes away with our 43-inch TV at 1,299 Ghana cedis and get a free phone. You can also win a smartphone and a free Bluetooth speaker when you buy any 55 to 65-inch TV. Starting from 699 Ghana cedis, you get a double-door fridge with a free blender and a free kettle when you buy our chest freezer. Ish! NASCO Soccer Fever be a day. Visit any of our showrooms or authorized resellers now. It's the NASCO Soccer Fever promotion. NASCO, bring home happiness.